The topical anti-inflammatories for the gut, these can be used in formulas in various ways. I'm going to give you a basic formula to use, but I want to mention this category. And you can have flexible therapeutics depending on what you have on hand, what you can get, and what you like, right? But chamomile is a very potent topical anti-inflammatory for the upper digestive tract. Yarrow is a Achillea, that's the same. Mint is a potent topical anti-inflammatory on the digestive tract. It's also carminative, okay? The matricaria is also bitter and carminative, right? Yarrow is also bitter. Calendula, topical anti-inflammatory wound healing. Plantain, Althea, we've talked about, and aloe vera juice. And I mentioned for healing of the gut, with herbs, you want to get the herbs, deliver the herbs to the surface of the gut. And the best mediums for doing that, the best form of the herb, is herbal teas or especially herbal powders. And if you put the powders in demulcent media, or even mix the powders with food, with a simple basic food, nut butter, stir them into nut butter or whatever, the food and the powders can reach the intestine. It can deliver them to the surface of the intestinal tract. Immunomodulating herbs. There are two that I use in most cases of autoimmunity. We'll talk more about immunity I think in the next module. The autoimmune conditions, they'll typically move back and forth between a flare-up and a latent period, right? And then they'll flare and become acute, and then there'll be a latent period. So somebody has systemic lupus, they'll have a joint pain for a few days, and then it'll recede, right? You don't take immunomodulating herbs during the flare-ups. You take them during the latent periods, right? And they can help to balance the immune system. Typically, we think in an autoimmune condition, the immune system is kind of tipped in one direction, and it's lost its balance, right? So both of these herbs, astragalus and ganoderma, is reishi mushroom, these both can promote a balance in the immune system. I use this pair almost invariably in autoimmune condition. Of course, I'm going to consider the individual patient. We're going to see, there's a resource in your resources. I have an article there about systemic lupus and autoimmunity. And there's two case studies. They're actually the extensive details of the two case studies I mentioned. One is very early onset lupus, and the other is the lupus that had progressed to drug-induced cancer along with the lupus. Both of them recovered, but I have all the details of those cases. And if you look at those cases, you'll see exactly how I used the astragalus and the ganoderma in both those cases.